Welcome to your place for research, innovation, news, insights, and commentary. Welcome to your Research Business Daily Report, where we're sponsored today and all this week by Taluna, bringing people and brands together for decision-making via the world's largest social voting community. There's a first-of-its-kind study out today, and it shows in-house marketers at mid-sized companies have three top priorities. One is acquiring new customers, two, increasing customer retention, and three, boosting brand awareness. Now, nothing really startling about that. However, that's not this study's truly giant aha. These marketers are, quote, literally drowning in a sea of vendors, technologies, and complexity, end of quote. In fact, they're in so deep, according to the study, that a majority admit that they are ready to hire a mini chief information officer just to help them deal with and integrate myriad apps, platforms, and cloud-based software solutions. 53% of the study respondents say they use 5 or more discrete marketing technology solutions, and 15% say they've got 10 or more that they apply in their daily work. Perhaps as an indicator of the confusion and the lack of focus among these marketers, these respondents appear to be fumbling around in prioritizing their marketing-related activities. You can and should obtain a copy of this study at dnnsoftware.com. Next, Association of National Advertisers CEO Bob Leodice commented Monday at ANA's Advertising Financial Management Conference in Naples, Florida, that media measurement needs a governing authority in order to address long-standing shortcomings. And by his words, he made it clear that ANA is hell-bent to see this happen. Leodice committed ANA to bring up this measurement mandate at an upcoming joint meeting that will also include the 4As, IAB, MRC, and ARF. These associations are already collaborating. They, for the last 3 years, have worked on making measurement make sense. But the $5 million they've raised, and that's an impressive amount, has not really met ongoing challenges. For instance, it has proved insufficient in establishing cross-platform analytics, as well as in answering questions about marketing mix modeling. Next, a few weeks ago, Questback's Darren Bosick blogged about a significant problem that social media has in being integrated with traditional research, and that's an argument and a complaint that we hear about time and time again. So we asked Bosick to explain the problem, and more importantly, the solution, because there is one, to RBDR.
Well, a lot of companies today are turning to social media to actually recruit members who are talking about their brands through social channels. But the big problem is that they're really not qualifying them correctly. So when you use something like river sampling to recruit someone, you really need to do a good job of profiling and screening those whom you're getting from social media.
Well, screening is a normal part of panel building processes, so why isn't it being used or being used adequately for this purpose?
Well, I think people are trying to make a connection between where the conversations are occurring about their brands on social media, and by going to those places to recruit panel members, they feel that there's enough qualification that's already has occurred, but there needs to be more stringent processes in place to create these more strict rules for screening people that you get from social media.
Are these online communities that are composed entirely of social media people or something else?
They could be composed of people who participate in social media conversations. In fact, we recommend that those that have a Facebook page actually use their Facebook fans as extra sample to recruit into a private online community so that you can get to know your fans better right on the Facebook page. So it's a completely private community where you're inviting your fans to participate in this private community.
How did you identify this as a problem?
Well, you know, a lot of the problem occurs when you're actually looking at the data that you collect from the people that you're recruiting. So It really helps to create these business rules on the back end to ensure that the quality of the data that you're getting from social media participants is in line with other data that you've collected from more traditional panel members. So that requires creating business rules, doing things like projection factors or rim weighting, any kind of statistical measures that you can put on the social media panelist to kind of make sure that the data you're collecting from them is robust and accurate. The social media landscape is still so new that, it's an excellent resource for getting new participants on your panel. It just requires a little more stringent processes in trying to get the right people for the right studies and making sure that the data is accurate from them.
We're also not talking about pushback from the people you're trying to recruit about providing this demographic information.
No, right. I think what's critical is to really welcome them in and provide the right incentives as you would with a traditional panel. It's just a matter of once you welcome them in, kind of qualifying them, using things like a double opt-in recruiting procedure, and making sure that they are right for your panel.
What kind of feedback have you received since you went online with this a couple of weeks ago?
This has been a tremendous reception in the industry. I think a lot of people particularly want to interface their Facebook pages with their panel, and Questback provides that software that enables you to, if you have a panel, interface it with your Facebook page so that you can have a community or a panel right on your Facebook page.
Darren, thanks for your time and your input and your expertise. And if you would like to get in contact with him, his email is Darren, DARREN.Bosik, BOSIK, at questback.com. That's your Research Business Daily Report, where we're sponsored today and this week by Toluna, bringing people and brands together for decision-making via the world's largest social voting community. Toluna helps the world's market researchers, inside professionals, and their companies make clearer, better business decisions that drive better business results. Have a great research day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.